What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about a developer, and I guess we'll just come out with it right now, Quantic Dream, who could be making a new Star Wars game. So this is not one that I would have seen coming, but honestly, it's one that I incredibly want bad. There is a stigma, there's a thing out there with Quantic Dream, in specifically the gaming media. They do not like Quantic Dream at all. They do not like David Cage. Now, there are some reasons, some valid reasons, to not like David Cage. I try to put that stuff aside, try to hope that there is a lot of good people working there, which I do believe there are plenty of them, and I really respect the stuff that they have made. I really do. I do actually, and if you kind of set in this way, and I'm not always about this, doing this, like separating the art from the artist. David Cage is a very, he's a smart guy. He's a very, he's pushed the industry in some different ways throughout his career. And Heavy Rain, incredible. So this is, Quantic Dream. Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, which was not nearly as good. In fact, a lot of people thought it wasn't good at all. I thought it was pretty good, but it's not even close to Heavy Rain. And then Detroit Become Human, which I thought was fantastic, maybe better in some ways than, at least in some ways, right, than Heavy Rain. So these are the guys, choice-based. And really, with Detroit Become Human, really taking it to that next level. They were really the ones to start to push. You have Telltale, right, the kind of the story-based decisions. You have a lot of episodic games that did that. But I mean, Quantic Dream has always tried to be kind of at the top, and they have been passed multiple times in their career by games or studios that kind of just randomly come out that are better in terms of like you dictating what happens in the game, your choices really mattering in the game. And it's been like an ebb and flow thing. It's gone up and down throughout their career. But I really think specifically with Detroit, they were back, not necessarily like fully on top, like number one, but they proved that they were, in the elite class of you're making the decisions. These decisions have major ramifications, not just in that chapter or that episode or that like 1 hour segment, but also in the entire game. And that's really, that's what Heavy Rain was kind of built on, and that's what happened there. So rumor is they're making a Star Wars game, which is incredible. And really, it's incredible for all the reasons I literally just said. But to talk about the rumor really quick, basically this came from Tom Henderson, who's really like a specialty leaker. I've talked about him before. He knows his stuff specifically with like Battlefield, Call of Duty, he's pretty good at. Once he gets out of there, he's a little less reliable. However, he's been like having big hits recently for games that are not in that. So I want to give him credit. I trust him a lot when it comes to Battlefield, when it comes to Call of Duty. I don't normally care all that much what he says outside of it, but he's getting a lot of these things right. Basically, he said, or he posted a picture of Detroit Become Human with two lightsabers crossing over it. Now, obviously, that was a subtle, not so subtle tease. They're like, okay, they're making a Star Wars game. Well, then different publications started running with that. Started saying, okay, well, this is maybe this is happening, maybe it's not. There is a rumor, I believe it's from him, that it's been happening for 18 months, so a year and a half. They've been making a Star Wars game for a year and a half. But I believe PS5 only. I'm pretty sure that was the Twitter handle. They tweeted out, kind of a different version of, of Detroit, Quantic Dream's making a Star Wars game. And Quantic Dream, the official Twitter, actually liked it. So normally when that happens, it's pretty solidified. If you didn't believe it before, when they do it, they kind of break that fourth wall where it's like, okay, they're watching all this stuff. They know what we're talking. They know we are talking about it, and they're going to give subtle, not so subtle confirmation, right? So that's pretty much what happened. So I would put this as a 100% chance it's happening. And you know what? I love it. I really, again, like there is that the gaming media is going to despise it. The gaming media will always despise it, and that's why we don't really listen to them at all, right? But the thing is, I've talked about like Marvel's gaming strategy, that I like it, that it's, are they all hits? No, but they're kind of diversifying what they're doing. Star Wars, well, obviously, let's say up until like a year ago, would be considered horrible in that regard, right? Because you just have EA. EA doesn't do much with it. I mean, Jedi Fallen Order was phenomenal. I'm never going to take that away from EA or Respawn, right? But that's really, the Battlefront games are the Battlefront games, but they haven't really done much. And, that's a lot of people's fault. EA is a big fault, but also Disney for just giving it to them and not really monitoring it is also a big problem. However, what we've seen recently is, well, look, when this contract is up, and it's up very soon, like a year and a half, when it is up, it's going to be the Wild West again of Star Wars games, and that is the best thing for everybody. Again, does that equate to every game being a smash hit? No, it does not. But yet again, giving it to one publisher to do it also doesn't guarantee they're all going to be smash hits, right? Already, we're seeing a lot of diversity. Like, we know they're making Jedi Fallen Order. This is just EA. Jedi Fallen Order 2 is for sure happening. I think Battlefront 3 is a for sure thing as well. Okay, those two games I really do think are locks. But we also have Ubisoft making like a Star Wars Division game. Now, I'm not, compared to like the other stuff that's going on Star Wars related, I'm not nearly as excited for that as I am for anything else, okay? But also Division is not my favorite game franchise of all time. Again, though, in terms of me liking the strategy, I do like it because, again, they're just showing that they're doing different things with it. You know what I mean? That a Division game for Star Wars is not going to appeal to me, but it may appeal. I'm definitely going to play it. It's just probably not going to be necessarily my game, but, you know, it doesn't have to be. It's for other people. And then you have something like this, Quantic Dream, I mean, making like a choice-based, a Telltale-like, kind of thing of Star Wars. I mean, that's extremely different than Battlefront. That's extremely different than Jedi Fallen Order. By the way, you have Knights of the Old Republic remake. So now you're doing that, and that's Aspire, and that's connected to Sony. So, I mean, you're having all of these different things happening. I love it. So, you know, in terms of the grand Star Wars strategy, I'm loving it. I'm loving the idea that you're just going to hand them out, and I'm sure I'm missing some, by the way, but like these publishers and developers can just take them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure they have to win them over in some way, but if there's a good idea out there, try it. Like, give it a chance, and you're going to end up with, I think you're going to end up with definitely more hits than you will misses, and just more of them. I mean, instead of a Star Wars game every 3 or 4 years, how about like 1 or 2 a year? And yes, that can become like oversaturation, but Star Wars is one of those franchises that if you do it right, there really is no such thing. That was a big thing that was kind of came up. Mark Hamill even kind of said it with like the Star Wars movies. It's just a lie. It's just a excuse for bad quality. Some people get like burnt out of things? Absolutely. Do some people get burnt out of Star Wars? Yeah. But like if the quality is good and things are different, so if you're having Battlefront 3 released the same year as like a story-based kind of a choice-based game in Quantic Dream, like people are going to buy both. It's just going to happen because they're both solid, like quality, pieces of work, and they're both good. That's just what's going to happen. So I'm excited for this, as you can probably tell, right? I'm very excited for this. I want them to do a good job, and I've always had confidence in Quantic Dream. Again, Beyond, I think, is better than the average person probably thinks Beyond is. And so I've always been a fan of that studio. And Detroit, again, I really think Detroit absolutely nailed it. So I'm not that worried with Star Wars at all. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. I do a brand new video on the channel every single day. And so I hope to see you guys for tomorrow's video.